Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Jaya Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Oh my Lord, I offer breathing personality of Godhead. I offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Sheva Narottamam Devam Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye. Before reciting the Srimad Bhagavatam, which is the very means of conquest, one should offer respectful obeisances unto Narayan. Unto Narayan Rishi, the supermost human being, unto Mother Saraswati, the goddess of learning, and unto Srila Vyasadeva, the author. Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki. By regular attendance in classes on the Bhagavatam and by rendering of service to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed, and loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Om Jnana Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. I was born in the darkest of ignorance, and my spiritual master opened my eyes with the torchlight of knowledge. I offer my respectful obeisances unto him. Jai. Okay, welcome to today's Srimad Bhagavatam class. Today we're reading from Canto 7, Chapter 9, titled Prahlad pacifies Lord Nrsimhadev with prayers, and we'll be reading text 14 to 18 as soon as it shows up. Or I'll start with text 14. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. My Lord Nrsimhadev, please therefore cease your anger now that my father, the great demon Hiranyakashipu, has been killed. Since even saintly persons take pleasure in the killing of a scorpion or a snake, all the worlds have achieved great satisfaction because of the death of this demon. Now they are confident of their happiness, and they will always remember your auspicious incarnation in order to be free from fear.
My Lord, who are never conquered by anyone, I am certain the rapid of your precious mouth and tongue, your eyes bright like the sun, or your frowning eyebrows. I do not fear your sharp ancient teeth, your garland of intestines, your man soaked with veins soaked with blood, or your high wedge like ears. Nor do I fear your tumultuous roaring, which makes elephants flee to distant places, or your nails, which are meant to kill your enemies.
O most powerful, insurmountable Lord, who are kind to the fallen souls, I have been put into the association of demons as the result of my activities. Therefore, I am very much afraid of my condition of life within this material world. When will that moment come when you will call me to the shelter of your lotus feet, which are the ultimate goal for liberation and from conditional life?
O Great One, O Supreme Lord, because of combination with pleasing and displeasing circumstances, and because of separation from them, one is placed in a most regrettable position within heavenly or hellish planets, as if burning in a fire of lamentation. Although there are many remedies by which to get out of miserable life, any such remedies in the material world are more miserable than the miseries themselves. Therefore, I think that the only remedy is to engage in your service. Kindly instruct me in such service.
O my Lord Nrsimhadev, by engaging in your transcendental loving service in the association of devotees who are liberated souls, Hamsas, I shall become completely uncontaminated by the association of the three modes of material nature and be able to chant the glories of your Lordship, who are so dear to me. I shall chant your glories, following exactly in the footsteps of Lord Brahma and his disciplic succession. In this way, I shall undoubtedly be able to cross the ocean of science.
14. 14. Yes. I don't know the meter.
You can use the either Brahma Samhita one, or you can use the Tadya Chamanyu Mashura Chapatas Vayadya Bodhita Sadhu. So either of those, either Brahma Samhita or this one.
Okay.
Do you need help?
Taryachamanyam manyum asurash chahatas tvayada tvaya modeta sadhur api vrikshika sarpahatya lokascha nirvitam itad pratyanti sarve rupam nishimha vibhayaya janasmaranti
Tadyachamanyam ashurascha hadasta vayadya.
Tadyachamanyam asurascha tasya modeta sadhur api vrikshika sarpahatya
Lokascha nivritim itah pratyanti sarve.
lokascha nirvitam itah pratyanti sarve rupam nirsimha vibhayaya janasmaranti
Tadyachamanyam ashurascha hatastvayadya.
Tadyachamanyam ashurascha tastvadya modeta sadhur api vriksha sarpahatya
Pratyanti sarve.
lokascha niritam itad pratyanti sarve rupam nirsimha vibhayaya janasmaranti.
Tadyachamanyum asurachahatastvate.
Tadyachamanyumashurashatatvajaya.
Modet sadhurapi vrishchika sarpahatya.
Mudita sadhur apivikshika sarpahatya.
Lokascha nirvitam ita priyanti sarve.
Lokascha nirvitam ita pratyanti sarve.
Simha vivayaya janasmaranti.
Rupam nrsimha vipayaya janasmaranti.
Tadyachamanyum asurachahatyat.
Chamanyumashurachatatvajya.
Modeta sadhur apivrishika sarpahatya.
Mudita sadhur apivikshika sarpahatya.
Lokashnirvitam itiha pradyanti
Ita pratyanti sarve.
Rupam nrsimha janasmaranti.
Rupam nrsimha vipayaya janasmaranti. Okay, synonyms. Repeat after me. Tat. Therefore. Repeat. Yacha. Kindly give up. Manyum. Your anger. Asura. My father. Hiranyakashipu, the great demon. Cha. Also. Hata. Killed. Tvaya. By you. Adya. Today. Modeta. Take pleasure. Sadhuapi. Even a saintly person. Vrishchika sarpahatya. By killing a snake or a scorpion. Loka. All the planets. Cha. Indeed. Nirritam. Pleasure. Ita. Have achieved. Pratyanti. Are waiting. For pacification of your anger. Sarve. All of them. Rupam. This form. Nrsimha. O Lord Nrsimhadev. Vibhayaya. For mitigating their fear. Jana. All the people of the universe. Smaranti. Will remember. Okay. In translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Okay. And you can repeat after me for the translation. My Lord Nrsimhadev. Please, therefore, cease your anger. Now that my father, the great demon Hiranyakashipu, has been killed. Since even saintly persons take pleasure in the killing of a scorpion or a snake, all the worlds have achieved great satisfaction because of the death of this demon. Now they are confident of their happiness, and they will always remember your auspicious incarnation in order to be free from fear. Okay, purport. The most important point in this verse is that although saintly persons never desire the killing of any living entity, they take pleasure in the killing of envious living entities like snakes and scorpions. Hiranyakashipu was killed because he was worse than a snake or a scorpion, and therefore everyone was happy. Now there is no need for the Lord to be angry. The devotees can always remember the form of Nrsimhadev when they are in danger, and therefore the appearance of Nrsimhadev was not at all inauspicious. The Lord's appearance is always worshipable, and auspicious for all sane persons and devotees. Jai. Okay. So in this text, or maybe I'll give a little bit of purport. So after the death of Hiranyakashipu, all of the demigods were like very pleased that this demon was eradicated, was killed. And then there's the question of like these saintly persons and like and demigods, like why would they take pleasure? Why would they be happy of the killing of a person? So it's like, I don't know, like devotees shouldn't be happy when an innocent, or no, not an innocent, shouldn't be happy when a person is killed. But in this instance, Hiranyakashipu, he was worse than a scorpion or a snake, which is okay to be killed because snakes and scorpions, they like, no matter who is around them, they will always attack or bite, regardless of like if they're innocent or not. So then Hiranyakashipu was worse than this. He was very envious, and an envious person is worse than a snake or a scorpion because they take pleasure in seeing others suffer, regardless of if they're innocent or not. So the demigods were very happy, and Prahlad was happy that this demon was eradicated since he was causing so much suffering in the universe. Yeah. I don't know. So to be envious, does anyone want to like give an example or like want to define what envy is?
Envy is like a poison that resides in your heart. But it's like a more like worse than a demon, and it can kill everything around you. It can kill even you. So just like poison, a small bit of poison can kill you. Similar to the envy is like envy, jealous is all those demons that are there in this world, and it could kill you. It could kill everyone in your surrounding, and it could poison you, and you could never chant the name of God with wholeheartedly. That's how big this demon is, and it just not like give something bad to you, but when you go in, like let's suppose we are here and somebody is envy, it could destroy the whole aura of the place, and you could not even focus. You could not do what you're supposed to do. That's what envy is. It's not something to be you can forget about or forgive about it. If you have envy in your heart, you cannot pray to God even. That's how big it is.
Thank you. Does anyone else want to give their own definition of envy?
Okay. It is a feeling that arises when you don't have something like what someone else has, and you're not comfortable with that. So it's that feeling.
Yeah.
Envy is like where I have everything, or maybe
Or you
not
think you have
everything.
everything.
Yes, and then but I still want what someone else. So I have my own water, but I'm envious because I want the water on your table too. So I want my part and your part too. Whereas jealousy is more like I deserve this water, but this, like, I think I deserve this water, but like, however, you deserve it in reality, and that makes me jealous why I don't deserve it. I think I'm fully capable of drinking this water. So, yeah, and envy is very scary because this is the only quality that cannot be transformed. Like, this is the only anartha that cannot be transformed into any other thing. Like you can dovetail, shopping, addiction to shopping for Krishna. You can shop for Krishna. Different kind of anarthas you can transform. Anger can also be transformed, but envy cannot be transformed in spiritual.
And envy is the only feeling that Krishna doesn't have, right?
Yeah.
Because he's the supreme personality of Godhead. He already has like everything on all of the opulences. So what is there for him to be envious of?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then demons, they are envious of Krishna because they want to be him, right?
Right.
So then you have Hiranyakashipu, this great demon who is an atheist, and like he hates like Krishna because he killed his brother Hiranyaksha, and he just has all this anger and envy towards him, and he's very just also envious of of devotees, like of his son Prahlad, and yeah, which is why he wanted to like kill him so much, because he just had this love for Krishna that he did not have or did not want to have. Yeah.
Already covered. I was gonna share my understanding
You can share.
of envious,
Sure.
and then I become not sure, but then we covered it. So I think it's when you don't have something that you notice the other person has, and you're like, you have it, like, you don't really deserve to have it. Why don't I have it? I wanna have it more. Like, it should be mine. I wanna have it. And this emotions is envy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
This feeling of wanna burn it.
Yeah, this like burning feeling. Oh, and although like a snake and like a scorpion, they can be like subdued. Like with snakes, you can like charm them or like give them herbs to calm them down. Envy is something that cannot be subdued. Like, has anyone, like whenever you feel anger, is there any way, or do you ever like see a way of just like stopping it? Like, has anyone ever tried to?
Yeah.
Right.
Other than that, have you ever been successful?
And so you're asking if you've been able to subdue the anger coming out of envy?
Yeah, or just envy in general.
Okay. This one.
To be spiritual, to control your anger, which will subdue your envy later. But it's a long process.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it takes time. Once you are too much into spiritual, you will chant every time. Everyone has envy. It's not something that everyone does not. Everyone. Even like every human being I'm talking about. So, in you, me, but what spiritual people does is, when they had envy, they'll enchant, and then in the spirits it would go away, and then your mind would come back to where it was. So it takes time, but it is a process. When you enchant in the name of God, you would subside that feeling from your heart, and that would go away slowly and slowly.
Yes.
But it won't be gone right away.
Thank you.
There are a few instances where I realized that I'm envious, and like before, like I'm getting anger, and give time for myself and go a little far and think about it. And sometimes I realize it after my action was like my envy was shown to the others. I realized, okay, this is not correct now. So I did something bad, and there was few instances like where I went and apologized. Sorry, I'm sorry, this is my mistake. So yeah, it's quite, it happens, and others will take some time to go away, but like, yeah, it happens.
In Hiranyakashipu's case, first of all, he did not have proper guidance. His gurus were not kind of qualified enough. According to him, Brahma was more powerful than Vishnu, and he worshipped demigod to be immortal, where it's like, which shows us like he was completely a fool. He's asking an immortal person, a mortal person, to make him immortal. It doesn't make any sense. So envy is just like, according to him, when Vishnu is not as powerful as Brahma, then where will the envy come from? When you know that, when you feel that I am powerful than Vishnu, then is it about envy or what? When I already know that I am powerful than Vishnu, and you feel like I am powerful than him, and then you fight with him, so is it about the matter of envy or what? Or revenge?
It's just to kill your time.
Go ahead. So it was because Prahlad was still worshipping Vishnu, right? He was envious of that. Okay, he was like, I'm more powerful than Vishnu, but still my own son is not worshipping me. So he was envious of that.
Yeah, there is like someone more powerful than him, that he is not the most powerful person in the universe, or all the three worlds.
Also, it's a little bit about illusion, like this is illusion. like where you look like, oh, I have everything, right? Like if I was here in the Hiranyakashipu, I would think, oh yeah, I have so many weapons, I have this boom, that boom, everything. But deep within my heart, I know that, you know. So for me, it's like, oh, Vishnu is just someone who's like lying down on the, you know, on the bed of snakes and Sheshnag, and then being massaged by Mother Lakshmi. So that's all, you know, about Vishnu. But about me, you see, like there's so much. So, but I think deep within his heart, as Lily was saying, like, you know, just that he knew that is, he's not that powerful, and you have a doubt on yourself. So that is envy, because Prahlad was not loving it, because if he was all powerful, his son would also love him that much. But somewhere he knew that even though he has something, that he's still missing on something.
Right, understood. Like he kind of seemed to be very powerful in all the three worlds, but still, even demigods were kind of, you know, going him down, and still his son was worshipping someone else instead of him. He wanted himself to be worshipped.
Being Hiranyakashipu being part of Prahlad, Prahlad was not like Hiranyakashipu, so he thought that why he not become a devil like me. So that was an envy in him.
Control, right? That's a control. I want you to be like this.
Yes.
I think it all originates from wanting to be like the supreme enjoyer and controller. And so just remembering that everybody is a servant of Krishna, and like no matter what position they might have in the material world, it's like ultimately they're also serving just in different ways.
I have a question.
Okay.
So this verse, when I had a convo with someone and he suggested me this verse, it was an old thing. And then as we are mentioning here, like the sages took pleasure when the snakes and scorpions are killed. But also we hear the story of Nityananda Prabhu, that when he was beaten up by Jagai Madai, he still showed mercy on them, and that's what our Acharya sees, that we should try to help everyone. Even if he's a bad person, we should think that, okay, it's not him, but it's just he's covered by materialistic things and like moral material nature. So we should see the soul in them, like the Sandarsita example, and try to help them with their spirituality. So isn't that like contradictory?
By the time they'll think snake will come and bite.
Like, Jagai and Madai, but they were drunk, right? And then they were like beating up Nityananda. So they were like under illusion. They didn't like purposefully intend to hurt Lord Nityananda. Whereas like a snake or a scorpion, I don't know, because they don't have like intelligence, they don't think about like, oh, this person's good, this person's bad. So they'll just sting anyone, regardless of who they are. So yeah, they don't have like the ability to discern who is good or bad. So it's okay if they're killed, like try not to kill them, but if they're like causing suffering to others, then it's okay to like kill a snake or a scorpion. But try not to. Yeah.
I mean, you have to understand. One time when I was very new in the temple, there were centipedes in my home, and I was very scary, and I asked Fatima Swami that I feel very guilty killing them, but at the same time, if I don't kill them, then I'm afraid they'll go in my ear, and they're roaming everywhere, and they're multiplying every day. And then he said that get rid of them before they get rid of you. So that was like, you have to understand that you're not going and living in that area, right? It's not like you're digging a hole and then you want to put your sofa there, right? So like understanding that like there's a boundary, and then at the same time they can you have to protect yourself. If he's a nice snake, is very nice, no problem. But like it's not like we will not like you attack me, you bite me, but I am Vaishnava, I will not like, protect myself or my child or like, anyone who needs protection because I am Vaishnava. That doesn't work. That way we should also not have Tylenol when we have headache because that is also killing some germs and some medication. So.
Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was about to kill Jagai and Madai. It was because of the mercy of Nityananda Prabhu that he did not kind of kill him, but Mahaprabhu got very aggressive when it happened. Yeah, in the same way, like even Hanuman was very angry too that he burnt the Lanka when Sita Mata was not kind of treated properly or kidnapped.
Anything else?
But
Any questions?
how about, rather than killing the demon, or like in context to snake or something, how about we take the snake away from our place and send it to, like, keep it in a forest or where does it belongs to? Because even he is trying to harm you, like harm us, it's his innocent. He don't know that we are not trying to harm him. He doesn't know our language. He doesn't know us. Like if I come to your home, you don't know me. You don't know that I'm here to preach or I'm here to kill you. But in order to give them a chance, shouldn't we try to, give them a chance or like generally we put a tissue underneath those insects and close the tissue and then keep the tissue out so that they could be in their free environment. Because if you see, this place used to be like, if we'll go 50 years back from now or 100 years back from now, there were hardly any buildings. So we occupied their place and then we have to give them their place back. So how we can do that? We can that's what I think. I think we can try at least to draw them in a natural environment where they can survive. Because otherwise by killing them, they haven't hurt us right now. Then they have hurted us, then at that point of time, maybe we should do something. But then there is God for that thing. He is there for some purpose. And he used to control, just like Prahlad didn't kill Hiranyakashipu. God himself came to kill him. So if something is bothering us, maybe sometimes we need to leave that thing on the God. Because if in case there are so many scenarios in life that some people in your job or in your life are hurting you mentally, do you go and kill them? They are beyond their boundaries. No, you just leave them for God, and then He will do what He has to save you from that situation. So in that scenario, I believe we should let them be. What maybe if you think Gandhi wouldn't have done this non-violent thing, we wouldn't be in India. India wouldn't be freed. He opted a path of non-violence, so that even if you are hitting me, I would stay non-violent and let you hit me. At one point of time, God or something in this world would make you realize that what you are doing is wrong, and then eventually you will stop doing it.
There's a fast time to answer your question of Srila Prabhupada. I don't remember it clearly, but Maharaj, if you remember, let me know. There was one time a mosquito that just came and sat on Srila Prabhupada, and I think disciples kind of pointed it out, and Prabhupada didn't care. And then and then after 2 minutes he said, kill him. And then everyone was like, you were just fine 2 minutes ago and now you're saying to kill him. He said, until now he didn't attack, now he attacked, so kill him. So I think it's a time, place, circumstance. Leaving snake in natural habitat is fine, but if it's a big cobra with hundreds of hoods, I don't have courage. I don't have courage to handle him. So I think it's just time, place, circumstance.
Like when hydrogen and oxygen is mixed together, it turns into water. Certain things have to be accepted as Vedic injections. If a snake is around you, it's his nature, he will definitely come and fight you. And at the cost of, losing a lot of innocent people's lives, it's not right to protect the snake. Human life is more precious than snakes.
Right, would you like
It's
to
time
add?
for delivery.
Sure, I can say something. There's different kinds of snakes. Chanakya talks about the most the ones that will harm you. Sitting with his Guru Maharaj, Bhaktin and other disciples, there was a servant, a deadly one, and Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta told one of the men to kill it, just because it's going to harm. Now, here in Canada, we don't have too many snakes. We have copperhead, and we have Massasauga.
Rattlesnake.
And there are rattlesnakes. One of my god sisters got bitten by a rattlesnake at Sharanagati some years ago. She had to go to the hospital right away. So that's a little different. Garter snakes are the most common around, and we also have a bunch of water snakes. They're not to worry about, to be honest with you. In fact, there's one place, is that okay? I'm just going off a tangent. A 1 hour's drive from Winnipeg, there's this world famous snake pit. There's 3 or 4 of them, and in the middle of May, they all come out from sleeping, and they're all going out to hunt, to eat, and to mate. They're pretty harmless, and but they're freaky at the same time. The National Geographic did an article on that dynamic there, where there's just a horde of them. I don't know what you call a bunch of snakes. Is it horde? It's definitely not a herd, but people were finding snakes in their bed, the local people, and in their toasters and things like that. So then the local people, they made some arrangement that where when they come out of their migration, they're led into so they don't disturb the local people. But garter snakes are kind of cute. They're not a problem.
Yeah.
They'll crawl all over there. They won't bite you. So it depends on which snake you're talking about. But generally, snakes have a bad reputation. Some of them are good. There's a lot of traditions. Snakes are used for fertility rites. And then we have Vasuki. We have, Shishanaga, we have Shiva, who's got snakes all around, So, we shouldn't give them such a... The point that Chanakya Pandit makes is that worse than snakes are envious people. People are the bad deals, So, what do you do with them? They can throw them some prasad. Because if you speak philosophically with some people, they'll get upset. Almost anything you do, they're going to be there's a problem. But if you give them, they need to eat, so give them some food. Hopefully they won't strike out at you. They won't lash out at you. But this thing, did I actually say millipedes? Or was it cucarachas? The cucarachas are a little different story. I would say clean them up, get them out, otherwise they'll control you. They'll
For my place?
Yeah,
That was
your
centipede.
the centipede.
Yeah, that was...
Centipedes it's kind of a girl's thing, I hate to say, Spiders and centipedes, girls. Guys,
They were everywhere. They were multiplying, and I was not killing them. And then I started flushing them out. Haladini said that, like, flushing them out was like the most non-violent option.
yeah,
So I
just
started
take
flushing
them for a walk outside.
Oh.
Okay, well, ask one of the boys to do it. Yeah, they're not much to worry about. I see centipedes once in a while, and so I'm kind of great. But sometimes they're in the tub upstairs, and, hi, Bo. How are you doing? I take the shower, you want to take it with me? You know, we try to avoid killing. It's true,
Yeah.
like the non-violent approach. But I like something Satcharaj said once. You know Satcharaj, Stephen Rosen, Prabhupada of New York. I'm trying to think of the text. He was just talking about, you know, like he was referring to Gandhi, but he was like a rabid dog. If you let a rabid dog roam wildly in your neighborhood, where there's all kinds of children, like there's that epical, you know, say a few moments in, what's the book, To Kill a Mockingbird, which is a compulsory book to be read, at least in America, I don't know if it's here. But, you know, Atticus, the main character, you know, he's told there's a rabid dog, and they made a movie out of it. It's one of the best films ever made. And Atticus is like I would say he's like a saint. You know? And the author, Lee Harper, basically wrote about her father, you know. And he fought for the civil rights, you know, issues at that time. Anyways, he goes and gets his rifle, because it's America, everyone's got guns. And he kills the dog because he's a menace to the children, you know, and or anybody, so take care of they're talking about more. Now we have cougars coming back into Ontario. You know, we had lynx and bobcat. Now cougars are coming back in, which to some respect is not a bad thing. They tend not to be around people. They don't want to be with people. Like wolves don't want to be around people, honestly. But they're predators, and they have their food out there. Their, you know, their the loblaws is out there somewhere in the forest. So we don't need to worry about them so much, to be honest with you. Most of what you have to worry about is people.
Yeah. There is a baby lying down and a wolf comes and you got to protect the baby. Yeah. That makes sense.
I'm sorry, what was the city you said close to where there are lots of snakes and you get
It's 1 hour from Winnipeg.
Winnipeg?
Winnipeg.
Winnipeg.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Bhakti Academy should go there one day. Should go there one day. In mid-May, that's when they
Snakes.
Oh, they're absolutely, they're adorable. They're adorable. They come out.
Snakes are not adorable, Mama. They're scary.
But they look like spaghetti. They get. They come out of the pit, out of the cave, and they basically, it's kind of amazing.
Spaghetti, the breakfast, like,
Come on, murder snakes, come on, they're harmless. Get a life. Sorry to turn them off a little bit. Generally, we don't kill, we should try to avoid. Even anger, you know? You talked about anger, you brought it up. No, I didn't catch everything, but anger is something that is in us, and there are places to use it. Like if you see someone being abused, you know, you've got to be angry, you know? If you're fighting in a war, you're defending your people, anger has to be there. You can't just throw peace signs all over, you know, when the enemy's coming and shooting bullets at you, just not gonna let. You have to be angry.
Yeah.
You have to, there's a right time for demonstrating this Kroda principle. Yeah. Years ago, the age of Kali, you know, how you can transition, you know, all these vices, such as anger, lust, greed. Lust obviously can be transitioned to love for the Lord, that kind of thing. Greed can be transitioned to become eager to attain the Lord's favor. That can be enthusiastic, you know. Be greedy for Krishna's bliss. Like that type of thing. All right, sorry about that. To
That's
go
good.
on.
Okay. Does anyone want to share any like reflections from this class? 5 minutes left. Devanshi?
You said the only emotion that Krishna doesn't have is envy. So I like that part. Like Krishna has everything, so he doesn't have the reason to be envious of anyone.
Mm-hmm.
How can we put a check on envy? What is that you would suggest? I mean, it exists. So what is a practical thing? Like Nityananda said, chant. What would you suggest?
Maybe like appreciate other people's good qualities instead of like being envious of their qualities. Appreciate them.
Yeah, like Siama knows how to make a nice pizza, and I don't know, so I should appreciate. She made a very nice pizza.
Really?
Very.
They have olives on it?
Capers.
Oh, okay.
We have to plan a day, and maybe she can bake pizza, and you would love that.
Really?
It's very good.
Really? Was the crust fat?
No.
Oh, it was like proper.
Yes.
Did it have some pineapple here and there?
No.
It should.
I put artichoke hearts though.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
Yes, and fried eggplants.
Oh, fried eggplant. Yeah, that's not bad, I would say. And I think, one thing that hardly anybody's have experimented on, also in the middle of May, is when all the fiddleheads come out. Now, the fiddleheads, they're roundish, they're really good on pizza, hardly anybody knows about.
The one we had in Halifax?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Didn't you like that?
Yeah.
It was wonderful. They also grow in North India. But yeah, they're really nice. They're really appropriate. The little swirly thing, on top of the little thingies here and there.
The next pizza we can have.
But please don't put jeera in there. Don't put haldi in there. Oh my God.
And jaggery.
Oh, jaggery. Oh, please give me a break. It's like a big opera. Pizza opera.
I've seen people adding apple.
Even pineapple is too much to swallow.
Please share the date.
We should plan a pizza party at my home.
We could have a pizza contest.
Tomorrow.
Come up with the best one.
Pizza contest? I will lose. Okay.